everyone. I'm back.
Don't mind me, I know I look ratchet right now.
No, she looks beautiful.
That's because I'm the one driving, so it's okay.
So, today's a very special day because we are going to see Are we gonna tell them right now, or are we gonna? Okay. So we are going to see, drumroll please, Aladdin. Oof! Oof! Yeah, this has been a plan that we've had for
a long time. It's
months.
Probably the only plan we planned in advance.
Yes, that is very true. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Right now we're on our way up to Boston because it's going to be held at the Boston Opera House.
Yes.
It's going to be about an hour and a half drive, give or take, because there's a good amount of congestion and they're doing a lot of road work.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to park at my family's house and take the train and, you know, grab a bite to eat and have a good time.
Yeah.
So we'll give you an update when we are close to Boston area.
Hey guys, so it's been 2 hours since we last talked to you.
Yes.
And we've been on the road for 2 hours.
2 very long hours.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic. It was pouring rain, but right now it looks decent. It looks very nice outside.
Just misty.
Just a little bit misty. So in 8 minutes, we're gonna stop by
my family's house.
Yes.
Park a car, stand up because my ass cheeks hurt, and get onto a train to sit down again. Or
yes.
stand.
Or stand. You can stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't be a long train ride, right? It'll only be like 10 minutes maybe.
Like 15 minutes at most.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and we'll finally be there. Yeah.
Hey guys.
So we're here.
Yep, we made it. We got our official playbills. On a first date, kind of nervous. So we're here eating at the Q. It's a kind of like Japanese Chinese restaurant here in Boston, right across the street from where Aladdin was held. And I look a little ratchet, but that's okay. But yeah, so it's right on Washington Street, and it was really nice. After this, we're gonna head back to my family's area on the train, and then we might get ice cream. So we made it back. We had a great late lunch, early dinner, I guess. We're here in David Square, and we just got some ice cream, well, frozen yogurt type of thing.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
No. We both got mint chip because we're that cute. We had to twin. And now we're on our way back to my family's house, and we might just sit there for a little bit, enjoy our frozen yogurt, and, you know, just chillax before sitting on the road again, because it's just been kind of back-to-back kind of day.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get back to the house.
Yep.
Guys, you like my little man bun going here? I even have like the little hairs on the bottom to go with it. My witness, you want you kissy?
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey. So we're sorry that we couldn't vlog that much in this video.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's illegal to record shows,
and I really didn't want to get kicked out of the show, so.
And it didn't help that we were like right next to the people that were working there, like the ushers who were seating people.
That and the sound people.
Yeah, the sound guys, and there were like 2 other guys next to him, and it was kind of like.
So it's like we would have gotten caught like mad fast. Like,
yeah.
I just pull up my phone. What are you doing? Yeah. So we're gonna go over everything, starting from when we woke up. My ass didn't want to get out of bed.
No, she had an alarm for 9:30 and 10. Last night she told me that she only had the alarm for 9:30. So I was like,
I thought I told you I had both alarms.
No, I had no idea. So I was like, when I woke up, the alarm went off for 9:30, and I like go to wake her up, and she's like, I'd be asking her a question. I'd be like, Felicia, are you awake? Felicia, you gonna get up? Felicia, do my feet smell? like stuff like that. Like she just say like
I wasn't,
whatever I would ask.
Corresponding.
Yeah, she was not. 15 minutes later, she got up. We got ready.
Had breakfast, thank God. And I knew that they were doing traffic road work in Boston and stuff like that, but I didn't expect it to take as long as it was going to, especially on a weekend. It took us 2.5 hours just to get there. And there was literally no reason why there was no one doing road work. There was just a lot of people on the roads. So, you know, we cut through some towns to get there. Finally got there. And then we literally, like, went into my family's house, asked to use the bathroom, said hi, whatever, then went right onto the train.
So Felicia was putting her little ticket thing in to put more money on the card, right? And this kid is, like, kind of lingering over us. So pretend like Felicia's, like, the both of us. There's this kid, and he's like, who are you?
Yeah. I was like,
So we were, like, we noticed him at the corner of our eye, and finally he said something. He was like, oh, is your ticket not working? Or is your card not working? Or whatever it was. And you go, oh, one of them was expired, and one of them wasn't working. But she had two, thank God. So he kept kind of looking over, then eventually he left because he saw that one of the tickets were expired.
He kind of, like, this guy was coming out of the train, exiting out of the station. So he kind of, like skirted his way, like, through the gate while the guy was leaving so that he could get in. So I'm assuming maybe his card wasn't working either, and he was struggling to get in because he had money on that card and didn't think about bringing, like, extra money for it.
Yeah. But this was, like, a kid, like, a scrawny little kid, just kind of hovering over our shoulders, looking and seeing what we're doing. It was kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, like, I feel bad for the kid, like, now that I kind of think that's what was going on, but at the same time, it was kind of, like, sketchy because it's like, this is at a train station. Like, you know, train stations aren't usually, like, pretty, those underground ones, like, sorry.
Yeah. We got on the train safely, which was great.
On the way, that crazy guy on the
I was gonna mention that. So on our way to the opera house, this guy comes on the train, and he sits down. He goes in the train, sits down. He goes,
"Can I have your attention, please?"
I didn't even get a good look at him because, like, my thing is, like,
you don't look at anybody.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, that's kind of my mindset. Like, I just kind of...
And that's how I was raised, I'll admit it.
You know, it's so uncomfortable, and, like, you know that most of these people that do beg, like, have done drugs, and, like, they're not using the money for good
things that, like, wouldn't help them in life.
Yeah, no.
And I felt really bad because there was this lady actually sitting next to the guy, or he sat next to her, really.
He sat next to her, yeah.
And he was antagonizing her consistently for money, and, like, my situation's really bad, blah, blah, blah. I know, like, you usually are supposed to, like, not associate with those people and such, but I decided, like, you know what, like, I believe the part of him coming out of a hospital, like, I see the bag, I see his clothes.
Yeah.
I'll give him some cash. So on behalf of Olivia and I gave him some cash, and he was grateful for it, which was nice. Yeah. But then he still persistently antagonized that lady.
Yeah, and he only stayed for, like, one stop.
One
stop, yeah. And as soon as it hit that stop, he got up and he was angry.
Because the lady wasn't,
bullshit, like he
helping.
Just walked out, yeah. And this poor girl was, like, she was sitting on her phone trying so hard not to look at him. Like, I felt so bad.
Like, I've been on the train, like, multiple times, and the only time that ever happened, besides for today, was a long time ago when I was a kid. So it's been a while since, like, that has happened before.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what people are capable of. But besides that, we got off the train safely, which was great, because honestly, I didn't tell you this, but I was fucking nervous. Like, I
could tell that you were. We walked through Downtown Crossing, got to the show, and there was these, like, people. There was, like, a lot of people crowded at the entrance, and we got there, 20 minutes early, I would say, roughly?
About 20 minutes,
like, we made it just in the nick of time to get bags checked, tickets clicked in, and all that stuff. Yeah, everybody's huddled at the door, and there's, like, this family, like, talking to each other, and I asked them, like, oh, is this the line to get in for the Aladdin Broadway show? And they're like, yes.
So then we're like, oh, okay, like, all right, like, we were fine with it. We're like, okay, chill.
So we stood behind them.
Yeah, we wait a few minutes. We see people walking by going into the theater. We're like, okay, bitch, this ain't no line. You lied to us.
Legit. So we just I was like, Olivia, come on, let's go. So I literally, like, walked by them. And we just went in, clicked in our tickets, and then, you know, had our bags checked.
Okay, bags checked. That was bullshit. I gave the guy my bag. It was opened, like, because they say, oh, open your bag and give it to the checker or whatever. So I did that. And the guy has a stick to poke through. He barely looked in. Like, he took the bag He was like, here you go.
Yeah. Because I had a very big bag with me because I have, like, all...
Did they check it thoroughly or not really?
No, he, like, moved everything, like, around a little bit. But that was it. Because, like, I had my eye medication. I had my regular medications with me. I had my wallet. I had tissues because I've been going through a lot of those with my eye drops. So, like, I had a bunch of stuff in my bag. Like, he didn't, like, thoroughly look at everything.
He didn't even use his little stick.
Yeah, like, he just, like, opened up each part, was like, okay, you're good, and then moved on. And, like, I get it, there was, like, a lot of people, you don't want to waste time through that with, like, 20 minutes.
Like,
it's your job, and it's to keep others safe, yeah.
Yeah, God forbid somebody brought in bombs or, like, a gun, like...
Yeah.
It's a safety precaution, like, that's why you're there,
right.
and that's why you're doing that, you know?
So we got in, and then Olivia was suggesting that we go to the kind of, like, gift shop stand thing.
Yes.
During intermission, but I told her, like, intermission gets insane. We walked in, grabbed our stuff at the gift shop, and then went and found our seats, and we sat there. Like, even during intermission, like, we didn't bother going to the bathroom at all.
No, we just sat there.
Yeah. We peed before the show started, like, before we got there, and then we just sat for the entire thing. Olivia and I kind of had, like, end row seats.
Yeah.
And this whole familia of people sitting in the middle had to get up. Like, I don't know if it was, like, the mom or something, like, the it was the eldest lady of all of them.
And when you would see, like, what was on the other side of them, what was on the right side of them, there was, like, 2 people sitting at the end, like, when there were 4 other people on the other side of them. It was really weird. Like, they just went through 4 people when you could have gone through 2 people.
They came through me and Olivia twice. And then at one point, all 4 of them, 2 other girls, a boy, and then her, went to the other end through the 2 people and went and did their thing. And when they came back, they went through me and Olivia again. And I was just like, why didn't you just come back the same way you left? Like, they bothered us so many times. And I was getting a little, like, aggravated.
Yeah.
But then, like, I get it. Like, we had end seats, so, like, we would have had to move anyway. And it was more struggling for me because what I got at the gift shop came in, like, a big box. And it's like, here I am carrying my big purse and then a big box to move out of the way for these people to go sit in their seats, whereas the other people on the other end didn't have anything.
So the show ended. It was freaking... I thought it was great.
It was amazing.
It was great.
It was absolutely astonishing. And the fact that they had all of these, like, set pieces, like, masterful set
they had
pieces.
freaking fireworks flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Like...
It was
confetti
crazy.
At one point during Act 2. It was insane.
Me and Olivia were like, how did they carry all of this stuff? Like, what do they use to transport all of this stuff? Like, did they use a big-ass bus? Like, do they use planes? Do they use boats? Like, where do they transport all this? But it was amazing. I think out of all of the scenes, like, one of the biggest hits was Friend Like Me in the Cave of Wonders, because it was absolutely beautiful.
Crazy.
And how they were able to, like, make the magic carpet actually fly and have the set all stars was amazing, too.
So good.
Yeah, she's, like, still trying to figure out how they were able to do that, because it looks...
Yeah.
She was saying earlier during, like, a late lunch, early dinner type of thing at a restaurant was, like, that the magic carpet looked like a platform.
It was definitely, like, a platform of some kind with, like, the material for the carpet draped over it. Like, watching it, you can't see any strings attached at all, like, on either sides of the carpet. They're obviously using some sort of, like, flying sort of, like, thing. So when actors fly on stage, what they do is they have, like, a harness, and then on the side these strings are, like, clipped, and sometimes you can see it, like, when you're watching a show and there are people flying, you can see it.
Like, but when you guys used it for The Little Mermaid, I saw them.
Yeah, and, like, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, but when you have a platform and 2 people sitting on that platform, and you're lifting it up, and you can't see any strings, it blows my mind. Like, I honestly don't understand how
that was a little insane, but that was awesome, too. And I just loved how, like, you know, like, they made the sky actually look like the sky. Their lighting was phenomenal. I think it was so on cue. Like, they showed you, like, the change of time and day, like, slowly progressing, like, from day to night. And, like, it didn't just, like, boom, nighttime, or, like, boom, morning. Like, no, like, there was a sunset, and then, like, you know, there was dawn, and it was absolutely amazing.
It was great. The sound effects, too, with the thunder.
Oh, goodness,
we were, like, jumping out of our seat because we got so
I jumped
scared.
the first time. I was like, oh, my God, like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was so good. And then the costuming, like, it was so vibrant and bright and colorful and
so
like,
glittery. Like, I could
so
see
much
freaking
glitter.
sparkles everywhere.
Like, the costuming, like, I loved the costuming.
It was insane.
Like, if I was working for Broadway and I was in that show, like, I wouldn't care what part I had. I would just be excited for the costumes. A little bumps and bruises, as I was telling Olivia earlier when we were discussing this. Like, some of the actors, like...
They were straining. Some actors were straining their voices, specifically Aladdin. In most of his songs, he kind of strained his voice on some of the high notes. Other times, it would be perfect. Like, he hit them beautifully. Same with Jasmine on the high notes. And overall, her voice didn't really match the character.
Yeah,
but that's just us. Like, we're hardcore, like, Disney fans. Like, you know,
we're gonna be both, very judgmental.
We're both theater kids too. Like, I'm going to school for theater, so it's like, I'm gonna be doing this the rest of my life. I'm obviously gonna critique shit. So
exactly,
it's like,
yeah. Oh, and the genie.
The genie was
we died, absolutely died.
This guy
every
is
time.
Fucking amazing.
But then after the show, we called it a wrap. Grabbed some dinner at a restaurant called The Q.
It was so good.
So that Chinese, Japanese type of style restaurant, and it was really, really good. Then we headed back, grabbed some ice cream or frozen yogurt, whichever one. Me and Olivia both got 2 things.
So, as you can see, I got a t-shirt.
And then I got a bag, if I can find it, that actually...
The bag actually
matches her t-shirt. So, like, the front of the bag has the show name, and then the back has the genie.
Yep. I also got a bag as well, and it's tiny, but it's really cute, and it also has the genie. It has, like, purple and green and blue. Lastly,
so the last thing I got came in this beautiful, like, absolutely stunning box. Like, I just love the box, let alone what's in the box. But the back of the box has a set of lyrics from the song A Whole New World, and like all around it is like this purple, like violet purple and gold shine design all the way around it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then on the top it tells you what's in it. It's the Disney Aladdin snow globe, and this is like the shape, like the outline shape of what the snow globe looks like, and then it tells you like it will play a section of A Whole New World for you. But
girl, it
just
does.
This box, like, oof, honey, look at that shine. This is the actual snow globe. Ready? Olivia came out.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's actually really, really nice. Obviously, like, snow globes aren't, like, excruciatingly detailed like statues are, but just, like, the uniqueness of it is gorgeous.
It plays music.
Yeah, so in the back has a little, like, windy thingy.
Mood.
So yeah. Go to bed with this every night.
Okay, so right now we're gonna do our most favorite character and our least favorite character. So, who's your most favorite character?
I know my least favorite.
Okay, then let's start with that because that's easy.
Yeah, so like I gotta say, like, from a show in a whole, and this is actually gonna be surprising because you would think it would have been like Iago and Jafar that we were talking about earlier, but it's actually not, because I like thought about this for a while. My least favorite character in the entire show is actually gonna be Razul, and I know that's a surprise because he didn't really have a part per se in this movie.
Wait, which one?
The lead guard guy.
I mean, he didn't even do anything.
Yeah, he wasn't even, like, a role in this, which is, to me, quite surprising, because I will admit, like, the animated Aladdin movie is one of my favorite movies. That, Mulan, and The Little Mermaid. I am, like, the highest critic of those 3 movies. So when I saw that Razul literally said probably a line in the entire Broadway show, I was a little disappointed.
My least favorite character is probably Princess Jasmine.
I can agree with you on that one, yeah.
Because
she wasn't that great. There was no believability, like, you couldn't feel for her, like, you can tell, like, she was portraying herself as, like, she was mad, she didn't want to get married, she was upset.
Definitely a very, like, a strong woman, like, how the character's supposed to be, but her voice didn't work for me at all. Now, if we really can't pick a favorite character, then let's do, like, our top 3 favorites. in no specific order.
Genie. Like, no, like, he brought this excitement to the show, like I was saying earlier. Like, he was one with his character. He like, worked so hard on that character to make the believability there, and, you know, he made you laugh. He made you feel how he was feeling, and he literally brought the life to the show, like, hands down.
My 3 boys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to talk about, the 3 boys. I love
them. My 3 boys, Babcock, Omar, and Kasim. Holy shit.
Like, I didn't know, personally, that they would replace Abu from the animation.
They did it, and it was great.
I know. So when they performed on stage, I was like, okay, these guys, like, they're funny. They're, like, you know, like, they kind of reminded me when they were around Aladdin in the village, as, like, that scene in Greece when Danny is with his friends, and they're like, hey, buddy, like, yeah, like, they had, like, that, like, fun, outgoing vibe to them with the, like, around their friends, and I felt that with Babcat, Omar, and Kasim. So, yeah, those are our favorites, or ones we really liked, and then the ones we didn't really care for in the production.
Yeah. Next, we're going to talk about our favorite musical number. My Adventure was so funny.
That was funny, but I'm actually a little disappointed in that. You know what I mean? Because, like, they're stage fights, and, like, I gotta have to choreograph stage fights, but they were too choreographed. Like, it looked too fake to me. So I was
comment about that, sister. I'm raising my hand.
Okay, honey, stand up and tell me.
Okay.
So I was personally a little disappointed in the choreography.
Okay. So the thing is, with stage fighting and swords, because they had, like, legit
yeah, they had real swords. So I was like, oh.
And the thing is, with sword fighting on stage, it's like, there are so many risks. Like, you're using real swords, you could get hurt. Like, even though there are no sharp edges. There are no sharp edges to the swords, but like, if you get hit with one, you're gonna get hurt, you know?
Yeah.
So, you saying that it looked too choreographed is how it's gonna be anyways.
My 2 favorites in this would be One Jump Ahead and Friend Like Me. One Jump Ahead because you couldn't find Aladdin. Like, I was trying so hard to pinpoint him, and he was moving so fast, and, like, there was so much going on, and, like, everybody was involved. Then, you know, Friend Like Me, because it was just absolutely gorgeous in the Cave of Wonders.
Ooh, girl.
We need to put a picture at this moment of, like, what the Cave of Wonders looked like.
This is what the Cave of Wonders looks like, dude.
But, yeah, so, like, if you were there, like, they had a projector or whatever of, like, the entrance into the Cave of Wonders. And, you know, I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cheesy, blah, blah, blah. And then when they reversed it so you could actually be inside the Cave of Wonders, I was like, oh, shit. And then, like, the genie came out in, like, a elevator-type stack of gold. And then these women, like, popped out of it, like, no, like, nothing. I was just like, where'd you come from? That was just, hands down, probably, like, the first place. My second place would be One Jump Ahead.
So now we're going to take a look at the, at least, main cast. And we're gonna rate them 1 to 10. So first we have Aladdin, played by Clinton.
Wait, hopefully you all know how this works. 1's bad, 10's good.
Yes, please. First we have Aladdin, played by Clinton Greenspan. Yeah, we're butchering these. I'm sorry.
I'm really tough on critiquing. I'm sorry if this sounds really bad, but I would say like a 6 or a 7.
I'd give him an 8 out of 10. Next we have the genie, played by
10 out of 10.
Scott. Next we have Isabel Makaya.
I would say like a 6.
Yeah, I agree with that. A 6.
Yeah, Jasmine, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I love Princess Jasmine, but I was not loving this one, to be honest.
Jafar, when we saw it, we had Bobby Day. I give him a 7 out of 10. 7, I thought he was pretty good.
So Iago was Jay Paranda.
Paran. Yep.
I say 7.
Give him an 8. So the Sultan was played by Gerald Vincent. He didn't really do a whole lot in the show. I
would give him an 8. Like,
yeah,
he didn't do a lot, but, like, you know, like, for what he did do, he was good.
Yeah. So Babcock was played by Zach Benkal. I give him a freaking 10 out of 10.
I give him a 9.
Omar is Philip or Felipe Arroyo.
8, 9.
9 out of 10 because I love him. Kasim, and that was played by Jed Fetter. He was great.
I give him a 9 out of a 10 too, because he had good character development. He portrayed his character pretty darn well, and you know, like I really didn't have any complaints all that much.
Lastly, we have the role of Razul, played by Matthew de Guzman. He's like the last named character.
See, I feel like I can't really vote him.
I can't either because I didn't really see a lot from him. Yeah, that was our Aladdin adventure. We hope you guys liked it because I had so much fun.
I did have a lot of fun. It was really good, and you know, having it be one of my favorite Disney movies and being able to see other people perform it was crazy. Really, really nice. Like, I performed it once. I've watched it a million times, and I got to see other people perform it. Mm-hmm. So it's nice just getting, like, different perspectives. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that, you know, I haven't vlogged in a lot, so these videos are kind of like... So, we will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, bell notifications, follow on social media, all that fun jazz. And we'll catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.